Listen here, I'm going to show you how to drain $50 or how to make 1,000 bucks out of them. It's all or nothing. Just a hard acceleration of the deposit. If you still trade carefully and are afraid to trade risks, then this video will change your understanding of binary options. I will use one unpopular strategy, but it is the only way to add X's to your pocket option balance. I will enter into the transaction with 100% of my balance right now because we have no other chance to increase my deposit by 20 times. The strategy today is very simple. We will only use one indicator, which is called Bollinger Bands. You add it, let me do it with you. Add the indicator with a simple click. And here we will definitely set the period to 28, obligatorily. And the next parameter, 2. You cannot change anything in the styles. I click save and see what rule I follow to enter the transaction. This indicator, as you can see, is a certain trading area. It is very strong. It can tell you when the real trade movements are taking place in the market. Look at this chart right now. The trade has almost closed with a slight advantage, but you and I are already giving ourselves a twofold increase in the deposit. Look at this price. You can see how much the chart has dropped starting from this value. And now, along with the price, we pay attention to the Bollinger Bands line. Here we have the upper line, and we see that this trading range increases the distance between the upper line and the lower line. Look at the distance here and look at the distance we have here. There's a lot of more. This means that here there is a volatility in the market, and as long as the upper line and the lower line diverge, we can trade according to the trend. The trend here is, of course, downward, and I always pay attention to the charts that move along the upper or the lower line. Right now, I'm ready to enter into another trade for my entire deposit. All trades today will be completed in 1 minute, and despite the fact that I had only $49 in my balance, I have already managed to make several excellent trades using this strategy today. Trades have been made using the strategy, and I am posting them in my exclusive channel, so follow the link from the description, and you can also copy my signals and get these statistics. Let's return to our trade. It will close in 30 seconds. I additionally pay attention to the levels. In this case, I understand perfectly well that we have one resistance level. Let me highlight it in red, and we have overcome this resistance level. Plus, the Bollinger Bands lines are diverging. That is, the upper line is growing and the lower line is growing. Our line is either standing still or falling down altogether. It's only now that our bottom line has also started to grow. This means that the trading range is likely to narrow, which means that the volatility will decrease. We don't need one, so we don't trade like here anymore. The most important thing is that we have already earned quite a decent amount with you, and now we have $181 in our balance. I will continue to trade all in. As I said, it's either nothing. We will either lose our initial deposit or increase it 20 times. So guys, let's see. Here we have a discrepancy between the upper and the lower lines again. I understand that we have broken through the level. Here was the horizontal level. We broke through it. We still have a distance to the next level, and we are ready to fall with you. I would like to draw your attention to the fact that this line is growing and this line is falling. I mean that our distance is increasing, which means that volatility is increasing, which means that we are likely to move in a downward trend. What else can I offer you? Besides the trades from the exclusive channel, please note that these are all the same trades on the NZD and the GPY currency pair. The same trades except for these trades. I strongly recommend you that if you trade on weekdays, be sure to turn on the robot with $6. Now, of course, I can't use it because it's Sunday, and alas, I will only have to trade on these signals tomorrow. But if you are a beginner and you are waiting for the next, for trade to close, or you are choosing a strategy while you are doing all this, I recommend switching to the robot and be sure to turn on the signals in order to receive automatic recommendations for your trading. The statistics are simply staggering. Follow the link from the description and you will see everything perfectly yourself. So guys, I'm looking for a new entry point for you. I will be entering into a trade soon, but I want to get a small correction. Still, it's a bit dangerous to go down on such a downward movement. Here, as you can see, we have already overcome the last level. That is, we still have a lot to fall. Our Bollinger Bands lines are diverging. Our upper line is parallel and the lower line is falling very much, but a new candle opens. I enter into a short trade on a new candle. I hope we won't encounter such a small, unpleasant going candle with you now. We hope that everything will be fine with us, so let's observe this trade. Wow, guys, we are incredibly lucky with you. Literally in the last seconds, the chart continues its downward movement. Our candle closes in red, and here we even have a very good pattern. So let's make another short trade. As I said, it's all or nothing. We may even earn a little more now than I had to plan to happen. Why am I making a trade here again? Because we have a candle that has a small red body and a shadow. More of this body is pointing upward. This is our Doji candle. I remind you that, which looks like this. Everyone calls this pattern, differently. For some, this is a hammer. For others, it is a Doji. But in any case, after his candlestick pattern, the movement is only down. And this is a very strong pattern. Moreover, on the downtrend, when the Bollinger indicator additionally indicates to us that volatility is still growing. Well, guys, the trade will close in 5 seconds, and to be honest, it was much easier than I imagined. I managed to to make a series of profitable trades very quickly, all of them in the bank. Of course, this is the maximum risk you can take, but look, I have $1,280 on my balance. No, this is not a demo account, as you might think. The demo account is here. I am switching back to my real account, my real balance, and there is $1,280 here. Look, at the downtrend we have going on, or on the page here, you could safely open and take another profit, but I stop here. Be sure to put the strategy into practice. Do not forget to turn on the signals of my robot, which I will leave a link in the description, and have a successful trade. Bye bye everyone.